Hey, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Kev's Vibe of the Day on this Friday, the 13th of August 2021. Friday the 13th. That has been for the longest time like almost like Halloween, the woo woo, woo woo, all that stuff that we hubble bubble, toil and trouble, and the magical world that we sort of step into when we think that things go awry and they don't quite work, and all this, yeah, magical mayhem that happens. Anyway, welcome. And so I'm going to get right to the cards. I've already done my prayer and my prep for today's message, and it's a good one, which they usually are. Kev's Vibe of the Day is just a platform for me to frame up a message that those of you can start the morning off or the day off or whenever you find this and turn things around, shift the vibration a little bit. So let's get right to today's card and message. All right, so we pulled from Kyle Gray's The Angel Guide Oracle Guidebook. Now these are available if you go to kylegray.co.uk. That's his website. You can purchase these. There are links, and I really truly believe that when we get things that have been put a lot of work into them, people have done a lot of effort in collaborating with the different illustrators and placing their energy in them. It's lovely to go and find out more about the creator and what the purpose was, or what the idea was, or what the inspiration was for bringing these lovely cards. And so the illustrator of these beautiful cards that collaborated with Kyle Gray is a woman by the name of Jennifer Hawkyard, a lovely, lovely artist from England, and, well, Wales, actually. Let's be more specific. I have commissioned Miss Hawkyard to do a piece for me. So Jen Hawk, JENAHAWK, I think.com, something like that. But just look up Jennifer Hawkyard or go to kylegray.co.uk. He's also on Instagram, Kyle Gray UK. Just connect, and you'll find all of these resources. It's just a little credit for those creators, collaborators that have helped me. Anyway, so let's get right to today's message. We have the card of intuition and download. So, what does that even mean? Well, if you've been experiencing ringing in the ears, odd feelings, you getting inspiration, or you're getting the odd message, smelling things, feeling things, seeing things, hearing things that are not necessarily physical, but cause you to stop and pay attention. They've likely been occurring your entire adult life, and we just put them down to coincidence, brush them off. They're actually connections with the vibrational energy that is around us all the time. Pay attention to them. The angels are gathering right now, because if you're listening to this and you're on this channel, you are waking up to the thought, idea, belief that you're a light worker. You're being called to anchor and place the light upon the earth where there is not much light at the moment, because there is this shift, cultural shift. People's beliefs are being challenged. And because many light workers, including you, don't count yourself out, you don't have to be practicing light work, like doing work as a intuitive medium or a psychic or energy work. You don't have to. You certainly can. And if this is a pursuit that you thought perhaps you might want to pursue, get quiet, get peaceful, ask your angel guides, ask your perhaps the spirits of those you've lost and have left their body to come and give you clarity. You can certainly use the message that if you are to be used for these divine purposes, for the highest good of all mankind, then the universe, the angels, step forward, show me, present to me, come with me, reveal to me, be clear, and trust me, from my own heart to yours, they will. The challenge when we're in a physical world, learning to work, learning to live with the structure of time and space. There are the belief systems, the old ways of being, the things that we have been taught to believe, shown, and indeed many of them have certainly worked. There's a structure of going to school and learning the physical ways of working with arms and legs and pens and pencils and adding and subtracting, and on we go. But this card today is saying there are also skills and talents that we've had since we were created to begin with. And that's sometimes difficult for people to get. So if you've had your mind kind of out there, a little bit like, ooh, and those who have obviously been loving series like Harry Potter, for example, you know, all the information that came through J.K. Rowling to create this character, she'll be the first to tell you that this story, that this little boy, Harry Potter, was living inside of her, she had to get it out. She wrote it. And I'm getting goosebumps. So I now know that when I get these goosebumps, Carl Gray calls them angel bumps, you call them whatever. That's definitely an energy that is wafting around your body. And for me, it's a confirmation that I have energy around me, spirits around me. Now, for me personally, as an intuitive, I'm not necessarily interested in having to know the labels of names. I can get the fact that it feels good when they're around. It feels supportive. It feels a bit like you could be in a deep sleep and you just feel this good, really good, soft energy around you that's angelic. It's the human construct, part of the ego, that seeks to know what's their name, what do they look like, how are they, how do I know they're there? If you have an inclination that that's possible, it is. The vibrational energy of a physical body is different to the vibrational energy of a spiritual being. We're still being, except you and I, part of our beingness is in this, is doing this, is working the arms, the legs. There's a piece of our spirit, a piece of our beingness, a greater piece of who we are, that's digesting food, that is making decisions subconsciously, that knows when we're tired. And I will say this, if you're someone who lately has felt a burst of energy at 1 minute and then I could just take a nap the next, if you found this roller coaster ride of energy, it is not uncommon and it is not beyond the pale. Over the last several decades, the physical world we live in, the cultural world we live in, has increased in speed. The other part to it is this: consider I'm not expecting you to believe what I believe, but I am a little bit like curious. I live my life curious about, well, I want to know a bit more. And the reality of being curious and asking those questions, whether it's mentally, intuitively, the answers come pretty quickly. And that's when I realized, oh, there's a connection here. There is a connection between me, myself, and I, and what I'm doing here, cutting hair, going to work, driving a vehicle, and a spirit that's connected to me too. How do I explain that really quickly? Which gets to intuition and downloads. If you are and have ever driven a vehicle and you're not paying attention, your mind, part of who you are, part of what you're focusing on, is somewhere else. Thinking about something else, thinking about someone else. Me lately, I've been tuned into an audiobook to get inspiration, to get the messages. It's a bit bold of me to say, concentrating on the road ahead, the people around, the cars, is definitely part of that, because I'm aware. I know I'm going along the road. I know there's a car here, a car there. I've got the mirrors, and I'm tuning into the physical activity of driving. But here's what's interesting. My being, my physical being, the bigger piece of me, is also able to concentrate on what I'm listening to. And I switch on and off to listening to a piece of it, and then my mind's thinking about something that I've got to do, or somewhere I've got to be, or those kind of things. So understand that at all times we are multitasking, not so much physically, talking on the phone while we cook dinner and changing a baby. That's one thing, but we're also multi-dimensional beings, multi-vibrational beings, multi-emotional beings. An emotional being is one that's vibrating with the pulse of everything that's out here. I believe, because it seems to make sense to me, there's a morning, an afternoon, an evening, and a night. The 24-hour cycle of a day, where we, the earth, those of us on it, cycle around the sun. Oh, okay. How come then it takes 365 occurrences of those 24-hour cycles for us to go a full orbit? Full orbit of what? The universe. All right, we get it. If you give it some thought, the sun doesn't go up or come down. The planet of the sun is not a bloody yo-yo. The planet of the moon is not a yo-yo. They're not bouncing about and flopping around in the galaxy. They're being held vibrationally by the cosmic, cosmos, whatever you want to call of that we're all part of. You can tap into the scientific law of gravity to know that we're vibrationally being held onto the earth for a reason to do what we need to do. Except most of the time, we're not really paying attention to that. We're not really worried about whether if the sun never shone, which it hasn't, we've got these clouds. You can go days with this cloud cover, covering the earth like a blanket. And it seems like it'll never come back out. And there's that whole thing. Or recently where it's so hot it burns things, scorches things. I'm going off topic, but I'm trying to explain to you there is something more powerful than just the arms and the legs, even though that's powerful too. Whatever you're being drawn to, tapped into, turned on by, excited by, uplifted by, feeling great with, that is the vibrational energy that is calling you and moving you forward. By the same token, think about the vibrational energy when you're experiencing fear. A little frightened, a little apprehensive, but you're going to do it anyway. Oh my goodness, I can't stand it. The same neural pathways in your brain are being activated. The difference between being excited and going for it and being scared to death, I'm not sure about it, is you. And the powerful part of you, me, and us, we, has this decision to make about whatever it is we're feeling, whatever it is we're choosing, whatever it is we want. We have this decision to make. Treating it like a new experience, like something we haven't felt before, and being curious, interested in, and let's see what's more, that's where I come from, because I find that more exciting than the other, which is, I just don't know about this. I'm digging into the ego. What's beautiful about it is that we're given this choice for a reason, and that reason is called balance. Balance, we have to have balance at some point. Everything has to balance. You know yourself, if you put it down to the basics, too much consumption of alcohol, you'll get drunk and altered. Same with other chemicals. Things cause us to do, hack, behave in certain ways. Overindulgence in anything creates an out of balance. But we have the choice to balance it up. And at any given moment, we're going to be shown that choice. So this was a big, huge roundabout way of saying intuition and downloads. If you are on a path to become lighter, brighter, more joyful, and share the gifts you've got, even if you're not really sure what kind of gifts you have to share, it's okay. You can make a decision. Everything that we do is based upon deciding to do it. The ego gets involved when we believe, from what we've been told, that what we're deciding to do isn't right. And the belief comes from a feeling that you shouldn't, a gut feeling that might not be right, that might not work, or someone else's belief that you shouldn't. If you're looking for clarity, you have to move the distractions out of the way. And one of the distractions is the second guessing, the what if. Oh my goodness. The one sure thing that happens as part of the Soul Path Connection, which is why I started the Soul Path Connection as a platform, is taking the path of least resistance. The pathway that shines forward and lets you breeze through. A decision is made. You're going to want to choose something. An emotion, a feeling, an idea about that decision then gets cultivated. All of this is vibrational. Think about the car and the listening and the doing and the planning. All of this is vibrational. You're creating it. You're creating a vibrational feeling about a decision that you're making. Now, you can either get excited about the planning of it, the visualization of it, the mental, physical feeling and thinking of it. It all gets placed into this area over here. I like to call that the vortex. Could be the void, could be the whatever that is. It's still being seen and heard, and you're still vibrating with it, and you're still energized by it. You can park it up, keep the feeling around it, keep the idea around it, keep it germinating and going. Just park it all up over there. But the minute something comes along to sabotage it, a belief that it's not possible, you shouldn't do it, oh, that's crazy, blah, 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 or you start sharing it with naysayers, then you've just gone, quashed it, pushed it down. And what I'll say about intuition and downloads, if what you're looking to do is pursue light work, to be of service to other people in some way, shape or form, and you're not sure what your purpose is, you're not really sure if that's something you should do, just ask. learning the abilities of intuition isn't something brand new. It's like a muscle. There's work involved, and there's work of working it out. The way my path worked for me might not be the way your path works for you. Try different things. The path of least resistance is the one that you will likely be taking. If you're somebody who gets ideas, intuition, feels spirits, listens to messages, and you hear them, you heard them. If you heard them loud and clear, you are able to say, I'd like to take a minute for you to show me, Spirit, what was that? Show me again. Be clear, because I'm unsure. And trust me, your angels, your spirit guides, they'll show you, they'll tell you. You'll feel it. Oh yeah, this feels right. And the more this occurs, the greater the intuition becomes second nature, and then you begin to work with it and understand it. And we're living in a culture where we are now needing to rely upon it and trust it and be okay with it, because people that support what we're doing will show up and will begin to align quite automatically, as I have, with books, tools like these cards, online free resources. Will start to do all of this. I've found all kinds of things on YouTube that folks are willing to share, willing to do. That's all I've got to say. Let me read from the Melody Beatty's book, Message for Today, the 13th, and then we'll get on to a meditation. Asking Spirit. See, while I'm thinking of this, I've got spirits here, they do a guided meditation, and I'm asking Spirit to prepare themselves to guide the meditation that follows this message. Friday the 13th of August. Come back to center. Come back to center, that place. Let me start again. Come back to center, that place in you that is still, calm, quiet, and connected. Your center is a place you can trust. It connects the body, the mind, and the heart and the soul. It connects truth, your inner voice, and the divine. Your best work comes from there. Your most loving times come from there. Your insights, awarenesses, and guidance comes from being there at that place. Your best decisions and finest moments come from that place. Your center is a place that is quietly confident, unassuming, spontaneous and free. It is gentle and kind, but it has the power to defend instinctively against attack. Your center is a place that is naturally joyful and at peace. It is accepting, non-judgmental. It channels the voice of your heart. It knows perfect timing. It knows the rhythm of the universe, the rhythm of all creation, and it delights in its connection to that rhythm. If you must leave your center to learn a lesson, feel a feeling, or experiencing something new, do that. Take all the side trips you are called to, but come back to your center when you're done. And go to your center first before you go anywhere else, which is why every single morning when I get up, after I've put the pups downstairs and fed them, and I do my best to keep my mind blank and free of anything I'm not worried about. I turn off mainstream news. I turn off the phones at night, shut down the emails. I have a little alarm that around 7:30 at night goes off, ding-a-ling. It's like turn off all the digital stuff, shut it down, and then it ding-a-ling in the morning. I can pick it all back up. Having these habits are really good habits for structuring who you are and giving you space to come to your center. So, as I said, every morning I start every single day with a blank slate. I should do a video on the morning, afternoon, and evening life because it's as similar to the day, but that's a whole nother subject. Let's meditate, shall we? Let's bring our feet flat to the floor. Feel your feet on the floor, on the earth. And then for today, find a nice tall spine. Preparing yourself to meditation, it requires you to create a lovely, tall, elongated spine. Not so much laying flat on your back. You can go into sleep mode, which it's okay if you're going to do a meditation for deep rest, but this is a meditation to clear everything out of the way. For me, if I'm doing it by myself, I put my hands above my head with my palms facing up. This elongates my ribs. I can move from side to side. It's opening up all of those muscles, bones, all of that stuff physically, and letting the chi, the energy, run through my spine. And then push up, breathe in, pull out, down and back, and just open up the chest, the upper back, the neck, all of that stuff. Let in that breath, let in that light, let in that stretching, and just think of all of the cells in your muscles, in your bones, in your skin, just liberating and letting go. Then settle into a nice seat, feet on the floor, eyes closed downward. A big breath in, and on your exhale, just think of relaxing, letting go, belly, chest, all of it. Another one in. And one more time, breathe into your chest. And then turn on an expression of your breath that's not forced, but present, that you're aware of it in and out. Find that rhythm. And take a moment or two to bring your consciousness to your entire body all at once and zone right into any area from feet to head, head to feet that may feel tight, trapped, sluggish, uncomfortable, even painful. Breathe into that specific area. As you breathe in, imagine a healing light. Could be white or could be blue. And breathe in deep, pull that light into that spot. As you exhale, think of a valve inside that area, releasing the trapped energy that's causing the blockage. Do this throughout your body in the major areas that you feel the tension, the blockage, the stuckness. Focusing your mind on your physical body, being present to the right where you are, right at this moment, right at this place in space and time. Allowing yourself to be truly present, truly involved in your own physical body, your own physical space, making the decisions to create healing, freedom, relaxation, and peace in your physical body. If there's areas of your body internal organs, bones, muscles, joints, that are subject to ongoing medical challenges or dis-ease, consider inviting alchemical energy, the energy of metaphysics, the energy of spirit, calling in the angels of healing, Archangel Raphael, and his angels of cosmic healing to shine the light and to successfully heal the areas you are experiencing challenges with. Using your powerful intuitive gifts, your gifts of being a light worker, you can give thanks to Archangel Michael and his angels of healing for quickly and effectively healing the parts of your body that are experiencing challenges. You can call upon the help of Archangel Michael, the highest angel of all, to work with Archangel Raphael to protect you from further harm, to cut the binds and the connections to anything, people, places, situations, stories, drama, anything that is standing in your way, anything and everything that no longer serves your higher purpose. Call upon the energy of Archangel Metatron and his angels of sacred geometry for clearing the energetic space that's around us. You welcome in the energy that transmutes and transforms all that is out of balance, all that is not serving your greater purpose. Thank you, Archangel Metatron, for transferring this energy into the energy of my highest good. So it is, and so shall it be. Place your mind and your awareness to the center of your body. The area right in the middle. The center of you. Search with your mind's eye, your conscious mind. And scan and see where this light exists. See it. And you see this eternal flame that has always been light, always been ignited. Use your breath, your consciousness to expand this light outward. This light is part of the cosmic light of heaven, the cosmic light of the universe, part of the cosmic light of source energy, God's energy. To renew and replenish the energy that this light has, use your breath and your mind to brighten it, expand it. And through your third eye center, the area between your eyebrows, picture another light similar to yours, as many other lights as you wish. In front of you, beside you, above you, below you, around you. And as you center yourself in the middle of this light that is you, seeing the connection to all the other lights that are around you, know that they too are connected to the cosmic light of the divine, the cosmic light of heaven, the cosmic light of source energy. This is part of the sacred geometric grid, the unseen connection you have with other beings of light, both in physical form and of spirit. Through your breath and your intention, your decision and your vibration, you connect replenish, recharge your vibrational energy, your cosmic energy. I invite you to press pause on this video if you wish to continue bathing in the light of source energy. Seeing what you see, feeling what you feel, enjoying the process. When you feel complete, bring your hands to prayer. Keep the feeling and the vibration of being and feeling connected. Your physical body is still in your environment, still in the here and the now. And your spiritual body is connected to that same space. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center, and together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you. I appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share, do whatever you need to do to get this out there. My name is Kevin, and I wish you a great Friday. Lots of love, and I'll see you soon. Bye.